Good evening. Hello, hello. Welcome to it. Hello. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Oh, no, Naomi. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad today's collective reading spoke to you. Today's general read. YouTube looks slightly better. Good to hear. I updated my laptop. I updated Google Chrome. I did everything I could do to try to improve the picture. So I don't know what to tell you. We're just going to go with it. We might limit YouTube to only certain nights of the week. We'll see what happens. It's Friday night. The reading list is open. Hello. Welcome, friends. Hey. Welcome to it. Friday Night Live. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you look forward to the lives. What is going on over there? Hey! Go eat your food. Dogs. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. No, Amy, I mean, I did everything I could. I updated my laptop. I updated Google Chrome. I did everything I could possibly do to try to improve YouTube's blurriness. But what are you going to do? But regardless, the reading list is open. MadamAdam.com if you would like to get a reading. All right, we are getting started with Danielle C. with a 3 card. In a nutshell, my love, the Lovers, 5 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Brighter days are ahead for you. Brighter days are ahead. You might be going through it now. You might be going through some hardship in the moment. But you get to choose how you handle this hardship. The Lovers is about choices, decisions that need to be made. You get to choose how you handle this time. 5 of Pentacles, the only way out of the hardship is through it. You're learning some interesting lessons right now, some rough lessons about your body, about your finances, stuff like that. But brighter days are ahead. The Sun, light, joy, positivity, optimism. It's a good time to be optimistic. But you get to choose how you handle these things. What's up, Emily? How are you? Good. Yes, stay optimistic. But that Lover's card is the choice between what is wise and what is passionate. That's how we handle. That's how we navigate this, any hardship that we're going through right now. I appreciate you. Thank you. Doing good, Emily. Thank you for asking. Hope you're all ready for the weekend. It's been a long week. Yeah, I feel that. My love life is like dying here. I want to know if I will get out of the hole and find someone. I don't do that. If you want a reading, you have to go to my website, as it says on the pinned comment. But Mary Kate, tarot is not a Cosmo quiz about your love life. You have to figure out you. You are the common denominator here. So you have to figure out you. It doesn't matter if you find someone if you're not in a good place. Don't look for someone to fill you in a way that you can't fill yourself. You know what I mean? Did you and Dustin watch a movie last night? No, we went to bed a little early actually, but I forgot we had to get up early today. So we went to bed a little earlier than normal. And early, I mean like, 1 a.m. This deck is called Baroque Tarot. I knew there was a Ruins movie. I knew it. I thought I'd heard of that. Well, I don't want to watch it until I read the book. So, but good to know that after that I can. I'm one of those nerds that like to be like, well, in the book, blah 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 blah. What's up, Kat? Yep. All right, Monisha M. What's up, Marlo? Monisha, your one card is King of Swords energy, my friend. Lead with wisdom. Focus on the facts, not the feelings. You've gone through enough change. We need to focus on what's true. We are using Baroque Tarot today.
Babe,
Yes.
isn't there a movie that someone said, if it's not broken, don't fix it?
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Whenever you say Baroque Tarot, I always say in my head,
If it's not Baroque, don't fix it. Yes, I know. And you just called me a nerd.
Well,
You're a nerd.
yeah. That's why we're married.
Yes, well. So Manisha, my love, focus on the truth, focus on the facts, not the feelings. King of Swords energy. Doing well, thank you. The reading list is open. I'm going to be live for the next 40 minutes or so, depending on how this goes. All right, I've got one card for Sky. Hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Hey, Sky. Thank you for being here, as always. Seven of Swords, energy, my love. Deception. Good Lord. Are you deceiving yourself? Are you picking up responsibilities that don't belong to you? Are you making things harder than it needs to be? Are we doing everything but the thing, you know? Also, don't let other people deceive you as well. Babe, you might want to check on ramen.
Okay.
Or I can in a second. Self-sabotage, my friend. Yes, ma'am. You're good. Teresa. I added a daily goal to Finch to pull a card each day. I have one of those as well. To make sure I post a daily reading every day. Teresa N., your one card is Five of Swords energy. Conflict is unavoidable. You're going to learn a lot about people and how they feel about things. You're going to learn about who people really are through conflict. True colors tend to come out when people are upset. Conflict is unavoidable. You can't really control what people think or how they feel about stuff. So we have to be okay with whatever narrative people want to create about you. You have to be okay with it. You can't control it. So you got to be cool with being the bad guy every now and then, my friend. People are going to make you the villain so that they feel better about the shit that they're doing. MadamAdam.com if you would like to get a read. Subscriber Live is tomorrow night on Instagram and TikTok. YouTube included, but I don't think anyone has signed up to be a member yet. You're very welcome, my love. No worries. Thank you. Good evening. Welcome. Thank you, Chell. My day went very well. Thank you. Hope yours did as well. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I'm very well, thank you. It's Friday night. The reading list is open. MadamAdam.com. Nikki K. Hi, Roz. How are you? Thank you, Lolita. Nikki K, one card for you. 5 of Wands energy. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many voices. Too many opinions. Too much noise. That could be up here. It could be out there. It could be an internal thing. It could be an external thing. But the point is that we've got a knot tied up in our heads, in our hearts. We've got a little knot. So you have to separate your passionate truths from the collective passionate truths. Would you pull me a card for my birthday? I turned 61 today. Cannot believe I'm in my 60s now. Well, happy birthday to you. I'd love to pull a card for you. Go to MadamAdam.com. The link is in my bio. So, Nikki, as I was saying, 5 of Wands energy. You have to separate your passionate truths from the collective. You got to untangle this knot. There's just too much noise. There's too many opinions, too many voices. Let's not seek advice from people that don't have it together. You know? People that don't even know what they're doing. So it's time to learn some stuff. 5s come from the Hierophant. It's a good time to turn to spirit. You're very welcome. Basically, Nikki, do you know who you are in the crowd? Can you separate your shit from the collective? Do you know what you want? Michelle M. 3 cards for you. Michelle, your 3 cards are Temperance, Page of Wands, Judgment. Interesting. Well, the truth will come out sooner or later. Probably sooner than we understand or expect. Temperance is a big fancy word for balance. So, balance, my friend. Try to find peace within. We have to find the middle. We have to find the middle between passion and humility, logic and feeling. So measure your feelings, keep a foot in the water, keep a temper on your emotions, and a foot on the ground, a temper on the real world. This is a good time to rekindle passion. Page of Wands energy as well. There has to have been a time in your life when you were passionate, when you were happier, when you had direction, focus. What were you doing during that time? Was there a hobby that you had or a habit that you kept on top of that was good for you? Maybe you can bring something from that time in your life to the present. Excuse me. Maybe you can bring something from that time to the present and see if you can shape it to fit your reality now. See if it resonates with where you are today. And then Judgment, my love. Separate the facts from the feelings. It's time to be honest. The truth is coming out. We have to make good judgment calls. And I feel that embracing this attitude of truth is going to help with the temperance bit. It's going to help with the balance. You're welcome, my love. Michelle, did you get 3 cards? Had a bad connection. Well, I've got another 3 card for you. Unless you want to donate it to the collective. Entirely up to you. But you got 3 more cards. You can do what you would like with. What would you like to do with it, darling?
Hey.
You're good. Jamali. Miss Girl, that's enough. I know, I hear you. All right, well, I'm just going to pull your 3 for you, Michelle, the other 3. On the topic of judgment, that was your last card, the last card in your last 3-card spread. So on the topic of truth and judgment, separate the facts from the feelings. There might be some places where we got a little woe is me. We got a little down on ourselves. 4 of Cups energy. We might have got a case of the fuck-its. But the 8 of Wands is here. Everything is moving. Everything is happening. Magic is happening. Spirit is speaking. Your passions have velocity. Things are moving forward. You're in the right place at the right time to get up and make some moves. So you finding out a truth is going to help, is going to weigh on you and make you kind of go, fuck it. Like, oh, well, but it's also the right opportunity for you to get up and make some moves. Danny, 1 card. You're welcome. Thank you. One card for the collective from Danny. Happy Friday. All right, collective, let's see what you all need to hear. Seven of Cups energy, emotional indecision. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what the right path is for me. Fun fact, my friends, no one gives a shit. No one cares what you choose. When people say they just want you to be happy, they mean that shit. They really just want you to be happy. We would rather you make your own choice. 7 of Cups energy is a card that can be construed as delusion as well. Too many options, too many choices. Well, all of the options are potentially good options. Turn your delusion into something that's true for you. It doesn't really matter what you choose. What matters is what feels right for you. What matters is that you have the conviction to follow through with your own choices. You have to sleep at night. You have to live with yourself. Make sure you don't have any regrets. Follow your heart. Choose what feels right for you. Healing from breast cancer. What you got for me? Nothing unless you follow the instructions. Instructions on the screen, my friend. I'm glad you're healing. Oh, congratulations. I always think that's so funny. People are like, "What do you have for me?" And I'm like, "I'm not a postman. I'm not a receptionist, you know." You have to seek out the service. Yes, I agree, Naomi. Amy F. Amy, darling. Ooh, one of my favorite cards. The Devil, my friend. Very nice. The Devil is a big card of accountability. A big card of accountability. The only person in your way is you. No one put you there but you. So it's time to look in the mirror and get out of your own way, my friend. So realize no one is stopping you. No one is keeping you from anything. You are keeping yourself. You have bound yourself to things that hinder you more than help you. The chains are loose. You can take them off and walk away, but you have to want to. What are the unhealthy familiars that we're clinging to right now? That's what we do. We're all human. I mean, most of us are human. But we tend to cling to the familiar. When change is afoot, or we need change, or we're met with uncomfortable circumstances, what we do is cling to the familiar. So you got to get out of your own way, my friend. No one put you there but you. Look in the mirror. Margaret. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. Hi. Margaret, my love, your 3 card is as follows. 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Very nice. So we've got a lot on. You're taking a lot on right now. We need to simplify. If you're going to be taking on so much shit, you have to be practical. I see you, Margie. If you're going to take on so much, you got to be practical, logical. Ten of Wands energy. The reminder here is that passionate success comes with stress. The level of stress you endure is directly related to how much you care. So the stress is not a sign that you're doing anything wrong. It just means that you care deeply about what's happening, and you want the right stuff. You want things that matter. You want it to have meaning. So 3 of Wands energy, we have to stick to the plan. What is the 3 of Wands is about considering the passionate possibilities on the horizon for you. Stick to the plan, but remember that sticking to a plan means being amenable to changing the plan as you go. The thing you're sticking with is actually the goal or the outcome. So you've got some tunnel vision, you've got a lot on your plate, but we want to make sure that you're around to experience the success, to enjoy the abundance. Ace of Swords energy, it's time for simplicity. If you're going to lighten the load a bit, if you're going to be around to appreciate the abundance, if you're going to be around to appreciate the success, you might have to make some practical changes. A great example of this reading is maintaining a better work-life balance. That could be one thing. Thank you, Margie. Patricia D. How do I get a love reading, madam? You get it from somebody else. I don't do that. A live reading. Good catch. Good catch. Not love. Excellent. You visit madamadam.com, my friend. Link in bio right there at the bottom. Instructions are in the pinned comment. Good catch. She said it's a typo. It's a typo. Fuck, I hate love readings. I hate them. I was like, you get it from somebody else. I don't do that shit. Rare. You too? Good, I'm glad. Oh my God. Love readings are so fucking stupid. And I think another reason that I don't like doing them is because I am super fucking happily married. So I don't resonate with your brokenhearted, where's my twin flame? Like, I don't resonate with that shit. Like, I'm married to my best friend. Like, I'm super happy. We've been together for 12 years on the 15th. Married for 7, together for 12. So maybe that's a reason that I don't like love readings, because I'm not a single out there trying to find someone. You know what I mean? Right, Danny? Oh my God, who's my soulmate? Gross. I want to exorcist vomit all over people that say that. Tell me I'm at least getting one job interview. I mean, statistically, if you apply enough places, you're bound to get one. You're Patricia. Fantastic. Your card is coming up right now. Thank you, Sky. You can't see into the future. You're not Alice Cullen. Don't Twilight me. She is so cool, except that pitch, though. What is that about? Her pitch. Who pitches like that? That leg was so extra. So extra. No one pitches like that.
It was great.
Oh, whatever. Don't make me tell you my Kristen Stewart story. Don't make me. Don't make me sing. I love that fucking sketch. Don't make me sing. Oh my God. Patricia, darling, your 3 card. Interesting. A dark spread, not negative, but definitely mysterious and full of some hardship. You have the moon, my friend. Mystery, duality, fear, uncertain times ahead. The moon is a card of Pisces. You have to believe enough in yourself to make it through. You have to believe that you will figure it out as you go. Five of Cups energy. We've experienced some grief and some loss. You have to learn some emotional lessons right now. The emotional negatives have begun to outweigh the positives. The outcome is not preordained. The outcome is a mystery. So you have to learn these emotional lessons, and a lot of death this year. Well, that's the card. Literally death, I guess, applies to you in a literal sense. You've experienced a lot of loss. But you're also not the same person anymore. If we can take death from its tarot definition, you're not the same person. Think about, there's in tarot, in the Weaver Tarot from Threads of Fate, death is snakes. Think about how snakes shed their skin. They use the friction of their environment. They use the friction of their environment to create change. So everything you're going through, as shitty as it sounds, I hate this part about being a reader, but as shitty as it sounds, you're meant to be learning lessons right now. And the things that you're experiencing are going to make you a more whole person. I mean, think of it like this, right? Like, how do I know so much? People always say that I'm a very wise person. Why is that? Because I've been through a lot of fucked up shit. I have seen the worst in a lot of people. I have seen a lot of darkness in this world. And it's made me smarter. It's made me wiser. It's made me more aware of myself and others. So the outcomes are not preordained for you, Patricia. You have to figure it out as you go, and you will. Now is the time to process these griefs, this grief, these losses, emotional negatives. We have to learn the lessons. Now, as the fives come from the Hierophant, so turn up the volume on your spiritual practices, and you have to go with the flow of change, the change of seasons. I know he said don't twilight him, but he is a Jasper Carlisle because of what he has. Seymour Jasper because he doesn't give a damn and is no nonsense. Are you talking about me? I'm a Jasper? Is that what you said? Flattered.
Maybe when he's like angry, sure. But other than that, no. You're like, to me, you're kind of like Emmett.
Emmett?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You're just a big old teddy bear.
She said, yes, you, me. A big old tree climbing. Well, Emmett's the hottie, so.
So take it.
I'll take that. Bringing hard-boiled eggs to school and shit. Could you imagine? Did I ever tell you guys the story about how I told Kristen Stewart to her face that I would have fed her to Jasper? Did I ever tell you that story? I thought it was funny. She did not. I've held on to this story for a long time. I think it's been long enough. I think it's gone on long enough that I can tell you. Let me do this reading for Kara. Kara A, let me do your read and then I'll tell you guys this story. Kara, your one card is 9 of Wands energy. You are done being hurt, my friend. We need to put up strong boundaries. You need to protect yourself a bit more. The other side of that could be that we're avoiding some shit. What are we avoiding? What are we ignoring? Maybe we're isolating a bit too much, but also maybe that isolation is to protect yourself. Maybe you're just trying to keep yourself safe. So strong boundaries if you're going to put yourself back out there, if you have to be involved with people, if you have to be around others, make sure you put up some strong boundaries. Protect yourself. Remember that people often don't have a problem with boundaries until they apply to them, and then it's conflict.
I got them in.
What?
I'm an 8 and a 2.
2 different ones?
Yeah.
Okay. But are they stretching?
A little bit.
That's the thing, because they need to stretch a little, right? So you
Yeah.
might want to go a little bigger.
I don't want to.
No?
Because this one feels like it's going to rip if I do it.
Okay.
This one doesn't, but it's a little tight.
Okay.
So
As long as they're a little tight.
Yeah. No, I'm going to wait probably like a week and then.
That's a good idea.
Because it's metal.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to weigh it down.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Regaging my ears.
Yes. Dustin's regaging his ears again. So, once upon a time, here is my story. So, I am not a Twilight fan. I think Twilight is dumb. I'm not a Team Edward or Jacob. I was never a Twilight girly. What's funny is that Dustin is. That's like one of the only was. I mean, do you ever really not? Are you ever really not a fan of something that you're a fan of?
I mean, after we watched it together, I was like, this is stupid.
Well, when you're a teenager,
When I was a teenager.
when the movies were coming out and you were like, "Oh my god, I love this." You read the books and
I
everything.
did read the book.
So that's he's a Twilight girly. So
Come here.
so I've never been a Twilight fan. I've seen the movies because vampires, werewolves, who doesn't like that? Jacob's hot. Edward looks like he smells to me. So I've seen the movies, and I remember them. I went to go see the last movie with one of my friends, and I walked out of the theater. And that whole fight scene was a fucking vision that didn't really happen. I got up, said, "What the fuck?" and left the theater because I was so mad because I'd not read the books or anything. So I just saw the movies. So my opinion, I have always been Team Rosalie, Team Edward, Team Jacob. Why are we bending over? Why are these immortal people, these people with fantastic powers and shit like that, why are we catering our entire existence around some human pale bitch? Who the fuck?
You need food.
Literally, why are we catering our whole existence around food? Girl is food. So that's always been my Twilight thing, is like, I don't care who Edward's in love with. Like, why does he get to shape the entire destiny, the entire lifestyle of a whole fucking family? Why? And I am all about, yes, she tormented her ex after he did his thing. Yes, she did. I was all about her being the scary bride and shit like that. All about it. All about it. So why are we catering to food? Why are we catering to this nonsense? Some girl that Edward happens to be in love with. And I think part of it is because they're bored. They're like, look at us, we're cooking. Oh my God, look at us. We're making food. We made Italiano. Like, good for you. And she's like, oh, I ate ahead of time to try to be polite to vampires. Like, come on. And vampires that sparkle, don't get me started. So I am not a Twilight fan. So once upon a time, I went to a chemistry test for a reality show that was being produced by Kristen Stewart. So she was there and she was a part of the audition process and everything. And they had us sit at various tables with different producers and people that were working on the show and casting directors and assistants and stuff like that. Obviously, I didn't get the job, and this might be why I didn't get the job, which originally I was devastated about, but then I got over it. But to be real, they never even asked me to do a reading. I never had used I brought tarot cards with me. They kept calling me Adam and not Madam Adam. And I was like, you want Madam Adam though. Like, you don't want Adam, you want Madam Adam, right? Like, I'm thinking that it was supposed to be it was a paranormal show. And in the audition, they had a few readers, a few mediums, a few people that identified as witches, a few paranormal investigators, and a couple of comedians for funsies. So the chemistry test was a lot of fun. But I got sat at Kristen Stewart's table with her and her girlfriend and some other casting directors and producers and stuff. And they're asking me, like, you know, what got me into tarot and what do I do and stuff like that. And I told them that, you know, I was raised very religious, and I was raised very religious and in a Catholic environment, in a very conservative. My dad was in the military, so I was in a very conservative Catholic upbringing that just didn't really resonate with me. And I wanted to find something on my own, and I discovered tarot, and I was a kid of the 90s, and I've learned a lot more about life and life and witchcraft and magic and tarot. And I've learned a lot more from pop culture and movies than I ever did at church, you know, expecting some kind of reaction from them. And they didn't really react. And they, like, no one was even nodding. They were just staring at me. And I was like, so, you know, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, I don't know, like just various books. I was a big book kid, so I read a lot of books. I've seen a lot of movies, and I take a lot of movie quotes and things from, and I apply them to my life. And I feel that movies and movie quotes are art forms that are meant to reflect our society and to inspire and to create thought process and to create, you know, new ways of thinking and stuff like that. So I said, yeah, you know, I was always really into pop culture and movies and books and stuff like that, that I learned a lot more about life than I ever did at church, you know, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. And I looked at Kristen Stewart and I said, not Twilight, though. I was very much Team Rosalie. I would have fed you to Jasper. I laughed. No one else at the table laughed. And she just looks at me and she goes, you know, I was very much a different person back then. And I think what I learned, I saw it on TV the other day, and I actually stopped and watched myself. And I can't believe how different I am now as a person. And I was like, oh yeah, me too. Like, as of 2020, if you say you knew me before the pandemic, you definitely don't know me anymore, because I've gone through so many changes and I've developed into this witchy person now. I've developed into Madam Adam. And they were like, oh, tell us more about that. And then we moved on. But it was so fucking awkward and then I was like, all right, thank you for your time. And I got up. I was at another table with other producers. And we were joking, we were talking and stuff and everything. And they were like, so, and I was saying how I grew up religious. And I'm trying to lighten the mood, that I'm trying to drop my Adam jokes on people and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I grew up very religious. I was raised Catholic. I mean, now my deity is Barbra Streisand. And they were like, oh my God, that's hilarious. We love that. And then one of the older producers was like, oh, speaking of Barbara, let me tell you a story about when I met Barbra Streisand. And he totally derailed my audition, like table sit down. He really derailed it and started telling the whole table a story about him. And I was like, okay, like, why the fuck am I even here? And then the next day we had some chemistry test stuff with other people and everything. We had to do like a little show and tell. But it was very weird. I went last, so I was super intimidated by everyone there, and I kind of fumbled over myself, and I was like, yeah, I you know, 2 truths and a lie, and my other people came up with really, really good ones, and I came up with silly ones, I guess. And I was like, somehow we got on the topic that I love karaoke. And they were like, sing us a song. And I was like, are you fucking joking right now? So I actively sang a cappella in front of strangers. It, like, where's the tarot? Like, where's the pull card? You know what I mean? Like, I should have had people pick a card for me or something like that. I should have like peered. I should have pulled a card for one of my peers or something, but I never even did a reading. They never called me Madam Adam. It just wasn't, it just wasn't meant to be. And I'm kind of glad I didn't get it, because the show did 1 season and then it got canceled. From what I understand, people really enjoyed it though. But so yeah, I told Kristen Stewart to her face that I would have fed her Jasper. And you know what? I stand by it. I thought it was funny. I still do. Team Rosalie. I would have ate your ass. She was very nice. She was lovely. She was very nice. She was very awkward. And she was telling all of us before we, and I stand by it, a Pisces, literally. Oh, shit. But yeah, before we did the second day, she was like, I'm a really awkward person, so I don't even know how you guys are doing this. The audition process to me is a nightmare, so I feel you, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. When I got the call for the show, I was telling my husband about it, and he was like, well, you're going to have to get over your distaste for Kristen Stewart. And I was like, well, yeah, if I want this job. Well, I didn't do that right. I basically told an actress to her face that I didn't like her in a huge movie series that she did that everyone loved. And I was like, yeah, I didn't really care for you. You know what I mean? At least I'm honest. Shit. But yeah, I didn't get that job. Oh. It's the transparency for me. I thought she would be like, ha 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 ha. I know, right? I was so awkward back then. And then I would have like said something to lighten it and make it better. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I let that fly out of my mouth because I thought she might have a sense of humor about herself. But the way that everyone reacted was like, who the fuck are you? She's the producer of this show. Maybe you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know, like if someone, I don't know, if someone brought up my old videos and how cringy they were, I would laugh. I don't know. You were real as fuck. Yes. To a fault. Yeah, I was one of the first people. I was in the first round of people that were cut from the audition. I was one of the first people cut. So I was like kind of devastated about it because I thought that it was like my first real like Hollywood experience. And I was like, oh my God, this is my big break. This is everything. And I thought that not getting that meant failure. If you know what I mean, I thought like me not getting that meant, oh, well, there goes my whole career. But I'm fucking goddamned if my whole career lies on Kristen Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I let everybody in a self-care moment. Like, I was very much myself. And they wanted us to do like a mock paranormal investigation. And before we started, they told us like, tomorrow you're gonna do a mock paranormal investigation and blah 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 and stuff like that, you know. And I was like, how are we gonna do? A lot of us went to one of the, like, we all bonded, like people that were that I was auditioning with. We all had a really good time and we were bonding with each other, getting to know other people that were like witchy and did readings and stuff. And I tried to start a conversation. It was kind of awkward. We were all standing around with drinks. And I was like, so what are some of your favorite scary movies? You know, thinking that we're all like spooky bitches because we're all in like the paranormal field. I read tarot. You're a medium. You're a psychic. You're a investigator. I'm assuming that we all like scary movies, you know? And I was like, what are some of your favorite scary movies? And they were like, I don't really love scary movies. And I'm like, what? Like, okay. But we all hung out. A lot of us got together to get to know each other, to have better chemistry the next day. A lot of us got together to get to know each other the night before in the hotel. And we ordered room service and had food and everything. And we're chit-chatting and having fun. And we were like, how are we going to do a mock how are we going to do a mock paranormal investigation? Like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you do a mock tarot reading? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, any reading I do is going to be authentic. It's going to be real. Like, I don't know. So we go to a producer's house where they have the chemistry tests and everything, and cameras are all set up and lights and stuff and everything. And we're sitting there and I'm like, do you guys feel anything? Like, I don't feel anything. Like, I'm not getting like a vibe that there's something here to even investigate, you know? Like, there's kind of a density to the air to me. I'm clairsentient, so I feel shit. And I'm like not getting a vibe that anything is really off. I'm just feeling my nerves and the nerves of everyone else around me. And we're all a little nervous and we're getting to know each other and we're all really excited and Kristen Stewart and like stuff like that. But we all kind of agreed that we didn't really feel anything. And then I was one of the first people cut. And then later on, more of us kind of got together afterwards to talk about what the fuck happened. And apparently they had a real paranormal investigation. And I'm like, oh, this is TV. This is fake, you know? So it was kind of obvious that they wanted like something, I don't know. It just, apparently there really was something in the house. And we're like, okay, sure there was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, I don't know. It was weird. It was like some people really wanted that job and went along with it. And I was maybe a little too honest, I guess. I don't know. But we found out later that they really did do a paranormal investigation and they did hear stuff and they did the headphones and the, you know, talking to the thing and it said stuff and whatever. So it was a paranormal investigation that got real, you know what I mean? And of course they like ran with it. But the only note that they gave me during the audition, they pulled me aside and they were like, hey, you know, we're glad you're having fun and everything. We hope you're having a good time, but you know, don't forget to be yourself, you know, like where's that Madam Adam spice? Like where's Venus? Where's all that? You know, that's why you're here. We want you to be Madam Adam, you know? And I was like, well, can you guys call me Madam Adam instead of just calling me Adam? Like, I'm Madam Adam. Like, can you call me that? And they were like, oh, yeah, sure, sure, sure. And they never did. They kept going, Adam, you're next. And I'm like, Madam Adam. And they're like, oh, right, Madam Adam. And I'm like, okay, like, you're not even using my drag name, you know? It's like if you saw Trixie Mattel in the street, would you say Brian? Like, no, you would say Trixie, you know? Obviously, my name's a little different because my real name is in my name. So I don't mind when people call me Adam, but like, you know, in a professional setting, call me Madam Adam, you know? So anyway, that's my story. It was weird. And it felt very, we want Hollywood, you know, it was very Hollywood. We want drama. We want reactions. We want stuff like that. And yeah. They wanted Madam Adam, but I never did a single tarot reading. I never pulled a single card. No one asked me to do anything Madam Adam related, you know. Before we got started with the chemistry tests, before we did our little show and tell with everybody, I could feel that everyone was nervous and excited. So I said, before we go in there, let's all do a self-care moment together. You know what I'm saying? So I led everybody in deep breaths and I'm capable, I'm enough, I'm powerful, I'm a bad bitch. And they were like filming that, like, oh, this is going to be great. Like they were filming it and they loved that. And they were like, where's more of that? And I'm like, okay. So I was me. And I told Kristen Stewart to her face that I would have fed her to Jasper. So, you know, oops. I mean, fuck, Dustin was on So You Think You Can Dance. He was in it for a hot minute before they got to like the live recording stuff of everything. And they were like, the producers were trying to like poke him for like a sob story. Like, why are you here? Tell us why you're here. Is there someone that you're here for or someone in your life that means a lot to you? Like he was like, I just love dance and want to be a dancer and I am a dancer and I just think I could win this contest and etc. And they were like, yeah, but is there anyone in your life that means a lot to you? And they were like trying to pull like a sob story out of him. Ratings. The reading list is still open for now. If you would like to get a read, madamadam.com. Link in bio on Instagram and TikTok. What's your dream reality show? What if you had your own show? Yeah, I've been told that before by people that work behind the scenes in the industry, that I should make up like a reel of some of my best stuff and submit it to producers. I have this idea for my own show where I kind of travel around and do tarot for people and help them with their lives, you know, and I call it the old podcast used to be called Modern Magical Meddling. So I would call it that, or Tough Love Tarot with Madam Adam or whatever. So, but I would also love to be on Traders. I think that would be a lot of fun. Very fucking stressful, but I think I would have a lot of fun with that. I really want to go on tour, you know? I really want to take all this and travel around, you know? Hi, Aisha. That's not how this works, babe. You don't jump into my live and shove questions in my face. Spamming my live is rude with your questions. You didn't even say hello first. Can we act like you have some social skills, please? Can you say hello? Hi, how do I get a reading? You know, like I'm a person. That's not how this works. Spamming the live with questions does not get you a reading. Madison. I've got on my list one card for Madison H. What's that? Is it?
Applications are open, yeah.
How much is it?
For
a 10 by 10?
For a 10 by 10, it's like $16.50.
Are you joking?
And that's like just a corner. That's not premium. Premium is like 18.
It used to be like $800. They doubled the price. Wow.
I think that's why it's still open.
Mm.
Yeah. Baby girl, you have to move. No. Okay. Now you take it.
All right, Madison H. Your one card is Page of Swords energy, my love. Now is the time for curiosity. The Page of Swords is also a messenger, so you might be getting some news soon as well. But it's time to adjust the mindset, adjust the attitude a little bit. If words are spells, what are you manifesting for yourself right now? You know, what are you manifesting for you? It's time to cut the negative, remove the toxicity.
We can see what happens with the Empire.
What do you mean?
And then decide about Hallmark.
I don't know if I even want to do Hallmark. Like, they don't even ever really want me there. The people do, the fans do. Like, we do well there.
That's what matters.
You know, but like,
that's the only thing that matters.
I guess. And if Yaya's going, I want to go.
I just messaged Brian.
Oh, okay. Are they doing Hallmark? You're asking?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you resonate, my love. Yeah, Dustin was just letting me know about a con we like to go to called Holiday Matsuri. It's a everyone wants you there. Oh my God, you're so sweet to me. And it looks like they like doubled their booth prices. Weird. I mean, it's a popular event and everything, but damn. Last year I was there as a guest. Like,
it was the year before.
Was it the year before?
Yeah.
But I was there as a paid guest. I did panels and stuff and everything, and I don't know if they have guest applications.
I don't know.
My sisters went to Hallmark and met you and said you were so incredible. Thank you, Brooke. I love the events. I love doing it. I love anime. I mean, fuck, I've got an anime tattoo. Like, come on now.
There's nothing on here.
Nothing on there?
No, so we would contact them.
Yeah. Okay. Next up I have Cameo F for a 3 card. I believe you're on Instagram. Like, I tend to be okay with, it's my bread and butter, literally. I tend to be okay with vendor prices because not to brag, but I tend to do more than break even. But that's a lot to have to break even.
Yeah. That's a lot. I mean, to be fair, MegaCon is about the same price.
Yeah.
But
I mean, do you remember how Hallmont is? Like, we still have to pay for parking. We have to pay for everything.
where is Hallmark?
Hallmont is at the convention center now. Remember, they moved.
Oh.
Is it on the website? Does it not say where it is? Cameo F. I'm doing very well, Zoe Finn. Thank you much.
Yeah, it's at the convention center. And the Hyatt Regency.
What?
So they're getting bigger.
Oh. All right. Cameo F, your 3 cards are 10 of Wands, the Moon, and the Fool, my friend. The 10 of Wands is coming up a lot lately. I feel like a lot of us are just taking on a lot of stuff right now. We're just taking on quite a bit. So 10 of Wands energy, passionate success comes with stress. That's the reminder here. You want things that matter. You want things that have meaning to you. So they're gonna create stress. You know? The Moon, my love, mystery. Mystery, duality, fear, even. This is a time of uncertainty. So no wonder we're knuckling down here, but the Fool is the vibe. It's the leap of faith, the fresh start, the new beginning. We need to try to have a clean slate somewhere. Passionate success comes with stress is on a post-it on my computer. I love that. You all do listen. But yeah, the Moon, my love, mystery, duality, fear. Cameo, you gotta remember that you will figure it out as you go. You have to believe enough in yourself to make it through. You got to trust that you'll figure it out along the way. You have to believe. So, trustful. Going forward, it's a new journey. The 10 of Wands, though, mind your tunnel vision. We want to make sure that you're around to enjoy your success. Work and my ex situation with kids. Yes, that's a lot. You're welcome. Thank you. My next in-person event is Spooky Empire at the Hyatt Regency. Here in Orlando. It is from October 31st until November 2nd. You're welcome, Margie. Thank you. Abby. Abby B is you. Your 3 card, Knight of Swords, 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Very nice. Well, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Cups together, it's time to move forward with gusto. It's time to move forward with passion, courage. You're unstoppable at this point with that Knight of Swords. Look before you leap, think before you speak. Move forward, leap, jump, have courage, attack your problems head on, attack things, passions. Use your head. You've thought it through enough. Move forward. 8 of Cups energy. We're moving on. We're moving forward. Past the old pain, the old emotional shit that doesn't work anymore. And King of Pentacles energy, my love. You're in charge of your life. If you want the success, if you want the things you're seeking, you have to be willing to do the work. You're in charge of your life. It is a sassy spread, isn't it? So yeah, King of Pentacles, you're in charge of your life. You decide how things go. What does Queen Irby say? You got to get the roots before you get the fruit. Maria G, 1 card. The reading list is open, madamadam.com if you would like to get a reading. Allison, hi, could use tough love. Absolutely, head to my website, link in bio. Dying, waiting for her new song. I know, Queen Irby, right? Her new song's called High Priestess. Come on, girl. Maria G, 1 card for you, 5 of Cups energy. We have to learn the emotional lessons. The emotional negatives have begun to outweigh the positives. You are learning a rough lesson right now. Turn to your spirituality, my friend. Turn up the volume. Any guidance you can give me about what? If you want a reading, there's a pinned comment. So frustrating. People want a reading so bad until they find out they got to pay for it. And then they're like, oh, never mind. Do you have any advice for making your moves in silence? Yeah, stop telling everybody what you're doing. Stop giving people a play-by-play. Don't ask other people what they think of your decisions. How do you deal with being disconnected from your practice? I'm not, so I don't really know. I mean, maybe, I guess when I feel, I guess for me, being disconnected from my practice is when I feel a little oversaturated in it. When I do it so often and I do it so much that I feel like it's trivial. And what I do with that is I try to rekindle my passion for it. I try to rekindle that light. I go back to reading books that I love about it. I try to get back my passion for it. I go back to the beginning. I haven't felt like that in a while, but yeah, go back to the start. Go back to the time where you didn't know anything and you were filled with curiosity for your practice. Thank you, Honey Butt. I love that name. All right. You've got about 20 minutes or so if you want to get on the reading list. MadamMadam.com, link in bio. Allie N. Thank you for the love in the chat. Love you too. Allie, my love, 3 cards. A very simple spread. Stick to the plan, take some risks, and simplify your life. 3 of Wands energy. We have to stick to a plan. Consider the passionate possibilities that exist on the horizon for you. We have to look to the future. Think ahead. Long-term goals, short-term steps to get there. Remember that sticking to a plan means being amenable to changing that plan as you go. The thing that we're sticking with is our desired goal or outcome. The Fool suggests that you take a leap of faith. It's time for a fresh start, a new beginning, a clean slate of sorts. And then 2 of Pentacles energy as well. We have to lighten the load, simplify, juggle and weigh your options. But if it's not a priority to you, why are you fucking with it? Is it a part of the plan or not? Does it aid the plan? If not, move on from it. Like I said, sticking to a plan means being amenable to changing it as you go. The thing you're sticking with is your goal or outcome. Right? A simple spread. Hey, Taylor, how are you? The reading list is open for the next 20 minutes. MadamMadam.com if you would like to get a read.
Do you want anything from Miller's?
That's fine. Okay. What's tomorrow's reading process? Basically, it's just first come, first serve in the chat. It's subscriber live. So if you're a subscriber on Instagram or a super fan, I think it is on TikTok, whatever the paid subscription is on TikTok, I'll just be asking if people want a reading. So I might do like 6, 8, 10 free reads. It's very light, very breezy. Sunday is Dear Madam Madam on YouTube, Viv. That might be what you're thinking of. Subscriber live, we're doing complimentary readings for a few subscribers, and then we're also going to keep reading 101 Spooky Stories book. Yeah, tomorrow Sunday is Dear Madam Madam live on YouTube. Viv, check out the live schedule on the website. It's got everything you need. Cassandra P. Cassandra, your 3 cards. My love, you have been going through it. 10 of Swords energy. You've been going through it. 10 of Swords. We need to let the past be the past. That shit is behind you. Let it stay back there. The more you drag the past into the present, the greater chance it has to stain the future. 3 of Cups energy. We need a good time. We need to have some fun. We need to lighten up. Spend time with people that care about you. The smaller the circle, the better. Friendship, camaraderie, coven. We need to have a good time during a dark time. And then going forward, it's Knight of Cups energy. Slow and steady is the emotional journey that we're on right now. You got to go with the flow. We got to take things as they come. Embrace the levity. Embrace the fun. Where's the romanticism of life? The simplicity, the little things. Where's that fun? You know? Life is for living. Cassandra, you're trying. And what do I always say about trying, Cassandra? What do I always say about trying? I always say that the trying is the succeeding. Yes, you guys got it. That's right, friends. The trying is the succeeding. That's where the success is. You're welcome, babe. Thank you. 15 minutes to get on the reading list. Do I go visit Marco? Who the fuck is Marco? I don't know. Do what you want to do. What is that? The reading list is still open, my friends. If you would like to get a read, madamadam.com. Link in bio on Instagram and TikTok. Gotta plug in my tablet. Hang on. Running out of battery. Brooke. Three cards for Brooke A. Brooke Ashley. Brooke, my friend. All right. Well, conflict is unavoidable, unfortunately. 5 of Swords energy. I'm not sure anybody really gets their way here. There you are, Brooke. What's up, girl? I'm not sure anybody's really going to get their way. No one's really going to be happy with the outcomes because conflict is how we have to kind of deal with it. You got to be cool with whatever narrative people are going to cast you in. People are going to make you the bad guy so they feel better about themselves. You know? Hanged Man energy. You're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. We have to accept reality as it stands. Some people are limited. Some people are not able to meet you where you're at. I mean, without sounding too arrogant about it, some people are beneath you, babe. Some people are not at your energetic level, you know? So we have to accept that some people can't meet us where we're at. Try to see things from the other side. I was about to say, always the villain, but I also rise above. Yeah, you do. Try to see things from the other side so you can play chess with people, not checkers. People are jumping to the next available thing instead of thinking things through and trying to have some strategy. So 8 of Swords, my love, get out of your head. No one cares about it the way that you do. No one cares about you the way you do. No one is thinking about you the way you're thinking about you. So get out of your head. Quit worrying about shit you can't control. Control what you can. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you, babe. One card for Joel V. I'm glad some of you also resonated with that. Alyssa, there you go. Use Joel's card. No worries. Alyssa, my friend, your one card is Two of Pentacles. Simplify. Weigh your options. Narrow things down to their simplest form. If it's not a priority, put it down. If you're going to keep your balance going forward, you have to lighten the load. Simplify. Walking the tightrope nowadays takes a great amount of patience. So now's a good time to simplify. Focus on your priorities. If it's not a priority, don't fuck with it. You're very welcome. Jenna. How often do you recommend to read? Every so often for a reset, a set amount of time in between? It depends. You can do 1 or 3 cards every day. You can do a 1 card or a 3 card. A small reading is healthy for everyday guidance, or everyday perspective or lesson. Message daily is totally fine. So like a live 1 or 3, that's why I only offer up to 3 cards for lives, because there are some people that get a read every time I'm live, which is so great. But like a private session, a deeper reading, my private sessions that I do with people, I don't like to see you more than once a month. So big readings to me are like a once a month thing, once a week thing. But I like people to let things go by for like a monthly read, but the smaller spreads daily is fine. Do I read for myself? I do. All of my content is me reading for myself. Hi, Jenna. I've got your 1 card. But yeah, all of those, hey, what's Adam? All of those readings, I'm reading myself in 3rd person to get over my bias. And then I post it to see if you guys resonate. Because maybe I'm not the only one that needed to hear that. All right, Jenna, your 1 card is the Queen of Cups. Very nice. As you navigate transformation and change, your emotional needs need to take precedent. Your emotional needs need to come first. So make sure that you're taking good care of you, your wellness, Your self-care should be like a religion for you. You do need to get back to it. Thank you, Sky. Thank you for watching so many of my videos. I appreciate that. 5 minutes, my friends. 5 minutes to get a reading. MadameAdam.com. Link in bio on Instagram and TikTok. Yes, Dear Madam Adam will still be happening on YouTube. I'm trying to pick days to add my Facebook lives back in as well. I did pretty well on Facebook. So I'm gonna update the live schedule this weekend for the upcoming week. And I'm gonna pick some days to go live on Facebook as well. We are approaching last call. Link in bio, MadameAdam.com if you want to get a reading. The reading list closes in about 3 minutes, so jump on it while you can. Tomorrow night is Subscriber Live. $8 p.m. on Instagram, TikTok for my subscribers. How do I jump in? I just said it. MadameAdam.com. Link in bio. Are we listening? May I please have a card? Can I do a card? Yes. MadameAdam.com. Link in bio. It's literally pinned on Instagram. You got a couple minutes left. Didn't hear it because I just scrolled in, but no thanks. All right, bye. People always want to read until they have to pay for it. Would I go to Boise? Yeah, sure. You can submit me to your to these events near you. You can always tell them, hey, you should get Madame Adam. Send them my socials and stuff like that. Good to hear it, Alyssa. No worries. What What type of events do I like? I mean, Comic-Cons, anime conventions. I really like spooky conventions. Horror cons are really my bag. They're really my vibe. But tarot, anywhere that tarot fits in, you know? All right, I'm closing the reading list. I've got a couple people on my list, though. I know, right, Maggie? Time flies. All right. Oh, a few people jumped on the list. Okay. A bunch of 1 cards. Very good. All right. Natasha M. Natasha, my love. Your 1 card is Ace of Cups energy. It is time for cleanse and forgive. Wash the bullshit off you. Literally, when I take a shower, I imagine that I'm cleansing not just my body, but my spirit as well. I'm washing the bullshit off me, covering myself with love and protection, washing away the negatives, the pain, the bullshit from yesterday, washing the negative thoughts out of my hair. Cleanse. Incense, selenite, whatever you want to use on your physical space. But also forgiveness. Forgiveness is for you anyway. Try to forgive yourself for how hard you are on you, the extremes that you hold yourself to. And whenever you're ready, try to forgive other people as well. Everyone is doing what they think is best. Everyone is doing what they think is right. So try to forgive them as well. They don't understand what they're doing. Not everyone is self-aware. Cassandra with the 1 card. You're welcome, love. Thank you. Cassandra, darling, your 1 card is 6 of Cups energy. It's a good time to do an audit of your heartstrings. Not everyone deserves access to you right now. You need to make sure that you are being chosen in ways that you want and deserve to be chosen. Make sure that the emotional energy, the love you're giving out is reciprocated back to you. Okay? Some people don't deserve access right now. Edwina. Edwina, darling, your one card is Three of Wands energy. Time for you to stick to the plan. Consider the passionate possibilities that exist for you on the horizon. Consider your future. What are the long-term goals and the short-term steps we can take to get there? Remember that sticking to the plan means being amenable to changing the plan as you go. The thing that we're sticking with is really our desired goal or outcome. So plan, my friend, look to the future. Haven't seen you on For You page for ages. You are. Ryan Stacy, TikTok fucking hates me, I swear. They just... the algorithm hates me. So I don't know what that is. Oh, the trolls are out on YouTube now. Amazing. Do you have a hickey on your neck? No, it's a tattoo. Why do you talk like that? Why do you look like that? I'm recording this. He best be real careful. Who? I post this live anyway. It's hard to see your stream. Yeah, that's not me. It's crystal clear on my end. It's YouTube. I don't know why it's like that. No, I have a neck tattoo. Is it hard to go live on all those platforms at once? Yes. Hello, madam. Give me a reading. My reading list is closed. You don't make demands. Read the pinned comment. Rude as fuck. Don't be politically charged. What does that fucking mean? Why are you coming into my YouTube with all caps? Careful, I'm recording this. Oh, I get it. So you're one of these people that runs up with your phone so you can have your gotcha moment. Like, is that what you're getting at? Bitch, I literally post all of my live streams. You're not gonna get me. Like, I don't know why you're here. If you're not here for tarot, why are you here? Who even brought up politics? You're the only person bringing it up. Anyway, Sarah D. Yep, rude as fuck. Yeah, I'm saying you were being rude as fuck, actually. Jumping into my live. Give me a reading. You don't just make demands, babe. You have to. There's literally a pinned comment. Actually, I'm going to delete it because my reading list is closed for the night. I'm not doing any more readings. And just jumping into someone's live and demanding a reading is not polite or how this works. What's up, Harley? How are you? Sarah D, my friend. Your one card is Page of Wands energy. It is time to rekindle the passion. It's time to rekindle the passion. It's time to go back to the beginning. It's time to think about why we are invested in what we're invested in. What was the point? What was the initial idea behind this? You know? So, Sarah, my love, it's time to rekindle that passion. Think about a time in your life. It's 11:11. Think about a time in your life when you were happy, when you had direction, when you were focused, when you knew what you wanted. See if you can bring something from that time in your life into the present. See if you can shape it to the now. I don't know why my live hit 11 o'clock and all of these incel fucking trolls decided to jump into my YouTube. What is it now? Did your mommy finally drop you off at home and now you can comment? Is that what it is? Are you done jerking off to shitty porn? Anyway, Hell Star, one card for you. Oh, someone just called me a fag. Oh my God, you're so creative.
Who's the fag?
No, literally, their username says J Cup's 14-year-old doll. It's giving statutory rape.
Oh.
Wow.
If you're calling somebody
No, they're literally calling me a faggot.
Yeah, if you're calling somebody a fag, that just means that you're suppressing your own feelings.
And they're saying my camera, I should do a tarot reading for my to get a better camera now.
What?
Yeah. Do you realize that your engagement just helps me? Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Calling gay people fags doesn't offend us anymore.
No. Calling me gay doesn't. You honestly think I don't know? Temu cameras are better than this. Then why don't you go watch something else? Why do you hate yourself so much that you have to bother me? And what's funny is that you think you bother me. Honey, I am so much better than you. It's ridiculous. You think you're actually right. They think you're actually insulting me. I am so much better than you. It's ridiculous. Honey, I make content. You make comments.
Period.
Oh, God. Do you understand how many people hang on my every word? Do you understand how many people I have helped? Do you understand how many people I have affected their real lives? Like, and you do what? You sit around and play Call of Duty and Fortnite and beat off and then go back to Call of Duty and Fortnite. And then you go back to your mom so she can make you food and do your laundry. And no one will ever touch you. Honey, you think you bother me? You don't even exist to me. Spooky Sammy. More like incel Sammy. My live hit 11 o'clock and a barrage of fucking incel bullshit. It's just more comments. It just helps me. Y'all are stupid. Anyway, one last read. Hellstar. Your one card read, my friend. King of Pentacles. Yes, ma'am. You're in charge of your life. You decide how things go. You make it what you want it to be. You can have, you can have all the abundance that you would like. All the abundance that you would like, but you have to be willing to do the work. King of Pentacles, you're in charge. You decide how things go. If you're unhappy, you fix it. Got to be willing to do the work, my friend. You got this. To think they were actually insulting you was funny. Right. They actually think they were. One of them said something like, are you going to give us a gaping tutorial? Like, oh, so since I'm gay, I must be a giant bottom. Like, ridiculous. And if you know what gaping is, someone is projecting. Maybe you should put down the poppers, homo. You're very welcome. Thank you guys for watching. A pleasure as always. I'm sorry my YouTube video sucks. Thank you for sticking through it. The only thing that I don't like about YouTube is that I can't block people. I can only like delete them, delete their messages and hide them. I can report them. I can report them and I can hide them from the channel so we don't see them anymore. But you can report them as well. Very good. Thank you, friends. It's been a pleasure. I'm very well. Thank you for asking. I'm going to get off this live, get some food. I will see you guys later. One last thing. I think it's hilarious when people literally they know that they will get flagged for saying something, so they have to find a way to say it without saying it. It's like, if it were such a thing, if it were a thing you could say, why don't you just fucking say it? But no, you have to spell it out. Like, I'm going to be offended. You called me a faggot. Like, okay. I've been called that since I was in 6th grade. Grow up. So stupid. Anyway, tomorrow night is Subscriber Live on TikTok and YouTube, on TikTok and Instagram. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Sunday night is Dear Madam Madam exclusively on YouTube. Write into Dear Madam Madam at gmail.com if you'd like to be considered for a complimentary read. Until then, I will see you guys. Make sure you engage with my content. Give it some love. I would really appreciate it. Have a fabulous rest of your night, my friends. Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.